Alright folks, so, as I'm sure you all have heard, the trailer for Madame Web is out, which is why it's a special occasion. I brought out my Venom cosplay because this one is most certainly going to be a movie of all time. Hi y'all, SnarkyJay cosplay here. Yes, I'm going to be doing this entire video with this cosplay on and these fangs in my mouth. I'm very used to dealing with this, so just get used to it. Come on this journey with me. Anyway, as the intro suggests, the trailer for Sony's new Madame Web movie is officially out as of this morning. There was kind of a lot of hype surrounding whether or not it was going to be a teaser or a full trailer, as well as the release date, but that turned out to be today, and it is, in fact, a full trailer. It's obvious that because Sony doesn't really get to use Spider-Man all that often, they're trying to build a Spider-Verse based entirely off basically butchering his villains. And unfortunately, I don't think Madame Web is going to come with any more success. I don't think it's going to be any better or any better received than any of Sony's previous Spider attempts. Admittedly, the release of this trailer kind of caught me off guard, and as soon as it was released, I had to sit down and check it out. And there's really like not much good to say about this. I think that mainly what's going to get people in the theater seats is the fact that it's Dakota Johnson and Sydney Sweeney, who is current white girl of the hour. Everybody loves her. I'm not hating, good for her. I would also love to be a villain in a Spider-Man movie, obviously. But I literally think that all the hype is just going to be around Sydney Sweeney and the rest of the cast and not anything that has anything to do with this movie. Sony time and time again has proven that they really don't know what to do with these Spider characters. Once again, it looks like they're taking the weird bitten by a radioactive whatever. They can't keep doing this. These characters have like interesting abilities and origin stories on their own. Madame Web is literally a mutant who's like clairvoyant. I mean, come on, this is a cheap shot at this point. Sony is basically just using these Spider characters to try and build a Spider-Verse, but we know it's never gonna go anywhere, and quite obviously not ever going to go in an interesting direction, because it seems like Sony has middle schoolers writing these scripts. I mean, there's a lot in Madame Web, just the trailer, that's worth cringing at.
I can see the future. Oh, what the hell? She didn't see that coming? That's not how it works.
And speaking of cringe, we do get just a little bit of the Spider-Woman suit and some of the other costumes in this movie. And as somebody who's been making cosplays for 8 years and knows incredibly talented people that also do Spider characters, these honestly look CW quality and like not in a good way. And that's kind of what we've been getting from Sony from the beginning, basically. I will acknowledge that I do like what they did with Venom in the first movie. But other than that, most of the characters that Sony has touched lately sort of look like the ño, que barato version of these characters. And if you're Hispanic, you know that ño, que barato translates to like, how cheap, and that's like a value store. Anyway, I just had to make that reference for like the 3 of you that would appreciate it. But yeah, folks, as much as I want to be excited about this one, I personally can't be. Sony does not have a great track record with these characters. I think they've basically butchered Venom. They did Carnage even more dirty. We're not even gonna talk about the Morbius movie, and from the trailer alone, the only thing that sparked my interest about Kraven the Hunter is Aaron Taylor Johnson's rock hard abs. And the minute thirst is the only thing that puts me in a theater seat, well, you know the movie's really not hyping itself up very well. I think Madame Web is kind of in the same boat because most of the hype that I've seen about this movie is purely about the fact that Sydney Sweeney is in it. Everybody seems to have the same complaints about some of the dialogue and just the fact that the movie looks all over the place. If you watch that trailer, it's really hard to tell if it wants to be a Spider-Man movie, if it wants to be a thriller, a horror movie, or a comedy. I don't even think Sony knows what they want to do with this. Honestly, I don't want to bury this movie just yet. I just wish that maybe they would have put out a teaser until they could cut a trailer that would really blow us away, because whatever this is really isn't it. But either way, I will be here to watch and review it, so I'm definitely looking forward to next February. And that's all from me. I've been SnarkyJay. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. For more SnarkyJay, be sure to check me out on Instagram, and if you'd like to support my content creation and get access to some fabulous photo shoots in the process, be sure to check out and subscribe to my Patreon. I will link both in the description below, and let me know your thoughts on the new Madame Web trailer in the comments below.